St. Bonaventure and Davidson brought it down to the wire as Marcus Posley hits the jumper at the buzzer to give the Bonnies the win over the Wildcats earlier this week. It was the first meeting as conference rivals for both schools. And how about Archie Miller's Flyers? Dayton beat Fordham 101-77 last week. It was the first time the Flyers had topped 100 points since 1999. Hey everyone, welcome to Inside the Atlantic 10. I'm Shae Peppler, and yes, A-10 basketball is heating up. To discuss the action, let's welcome in our Duquesne Insider, Jeff Rupprecht. And Jeff, let's start with Duquesne. The Dukes ended their 6-game skid with a win over George Mason. 3 players scored in double figures. What adjustments were made for Duquesne to come out with a win in that one?
Hi, Shae. Well, the real adjustments were really at the free throw line. That's been the Dukes' real struggle all season, as they're next to last in the country, shooting 59% from the free throw line. During that 6-game stretch, the Dukes had double-digit leads against St. Bonaventure and Rhode Island at home that they turned out to be losses. And so the Dukes really focused on the free throw line, hitting 12 of 14 on the game, but more importantly, 11 of 12 down the stretch to close out the Patriots.
Well, looking ahead, the Dukes travel to take on Davidson tomorrow. These are 2 of the best 3-point shooting teams in the Atlantic 10. So, Jeff, who has the defensive advantage in this one?
The defensive advantage has to go to Davidson. This is a team that plays extremely well on the perimeter, limiting opponents to shooting only 29% from 3. The Dukes, on the other hand, they've had their zone defense picked apart, with opponents shooting 38% from 3. So Davidson being up in your face, it's going to present a very difficult challenge for the Dukes.
Some other big matchups going on in conference this weekend. Let's get to them here, Jeff. George Washington has dropped 2 in a row on the road. They welcome the Flyers. What do you think?
Key is George Washington's defensive strategy, mixing zones, whether it's the 1-3-1, 2-3, and even a man-to-man defense to slow down a Dayton team that uses their quickness for their success on offense. They're an offense that really values the ball in each possession, averaging 14 assists per game, and they lead the A-10 in field goal percentage.
Top team in the conference, VCU, travels to take on St. Bonaventure. Can the Bonnies get the win at home, Jeff? What do you think?
The Bonnies can, but VCU is going to need a lot of help from players like Justin Tillman, Doug Brooks, and Jaquan Lewis, who took their games to the next level against George Mason. St. Bonaventure is going to have a great crowd in Olean this weekend, so those guys are going to need to really step up their game.
Finally, Rhode Island is at Richmond. The Spiders beat VCU, then they dropped 1 against LaSalle. Your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, this showcases 2 of the best players in the conference, Kendo Anthony and E.C. Matthews. But watch out for the impact of A-10 Rookie of the Week, Jared Terrell, who's averaged 17 points in the past 3 games, while Matthews has been limited with an injury.
That's a 2:30 Eastern tip-off. Jeff, thanks so much for the insight. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Shae.
And that'll do it for this edition of Inside the Atlantic 10. We'll see you next time.